to share homeschool videos.
Thanks for helping me out. Hey guys, it's Lindsay with Mama Shmoo's Homeschool Reviews. Welcome to my channel. If you guys have popped on here from someone else's channel, welcome. My channel is all about homeschooling, our journey, some of the books that we are loving. I love literature-based and living books. We are very eclectic in our homeschool, so we like Charlotte Mason, classical education, everything, you name it, that's us over here. And I just like to share everything that I'm loving about homeschool because it's just a fun way to meet other homeschool moms on here. So if you like any of that content, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button to subscribe to my channel. The ladies that are joining on this video are Heidi from Boy Boss Mama, Challice from Sodbuster Living, Abby from Full Time Wife Life, Michelle from A Common Life, and Rachel from Day to Day Joys. So this will be a really fun video and you'll be able to get to know them as well, and I will link all their channels down below along with a playlist of their videos. So after you watch mine, you can go ahead and hop on over to their videos to go check them out as well. So let's get started. The first question is, what are your preschoolers' favorite picture book or picture books? This is the book that he has just been really loving and he's loved for the past few years. It's called Trains. It's by Osborne and it's an internet linked book. So once we read a little bit about the trains on here, we can go on to the internet and figure out some more information on it. It's a really fun book talking all about trains back in the days, the trains that they have now, tunnel trains and trains that go on a bridge, and my son really likes to dig deeper into this, and I won't read the whole entire page to him. I'll just read little small paragraphs about what the trains are all about because that's what he likes me to read to him, and then sometimes we'll get really interested in some of the ways they make trains and we'll go online and look that information up, and he really loves it. This is something that he's been liking for the past month or so. It's called The Fish Book. It's a golden book. And I think I just got this from my mom, and the pictures are really gorgeous. They have all different creatures that are living under the sea, and we'll be doing we're doing an animal unit study this summer, and we're going to be reading a dolphin book, so this is going to be a really good book to use for their under the water sea creatures book. They also love the octonauts, so this is a perfect way to incorporate a picture book along with the octonauts to see what they've been learning from that show. So this is a fun book of theirs that they like. This is a really good book that my son likes. It's called Something is Coming, and the reason why he really likes it is because it's a lift the flap book. So you talk about something is coming and you describe what is in the egg, and then they guess, and then they're able to lift the flap and then see the answer for themselves. So there's several different pages, and every page is interactive where they can actually flip that. And this book is really good for an introductory to kids that might not really enjoy sitting down and staying still and reading with you, because it's really interactive and hands-on and visual, and you're asking them questions. So we like this a lot. The second question for the Homeschool Preschool Tag is, how do you teach your preschooler their numbers, their shapes, colors, and the ABCs? This is a Numberland Lift the Flap book. You can tell we like Lift the Flap books, and those are all of the numbers, and they're very funny looking numbers, and every page has groups of 1, groups of 2, groups of 3, and so on. And then there's little flaps that you can open up to see the groups of 3 or 4 or 5, and then at the end they do some like addition and which number comes next. So these are very fun little flap books that my daughter likes to look at independently, and she was reading, well not reading, but looking at when she was younger, and it really helped her. So I plan on doing the same with my son. Sometimes she'll read this book with him, and it's just a great way to get the two kids teaching each other things that have to do with numbers and shapes, and it always gives mommies a little break. This is a stencil that my son has literally used for a very long time. I know he'll be 4 soon at the end of the month, so he's been using this since he was probably 2.5, and these stencils are so powerful because it really like controls their line, guide their little fingers with pencils, or they can use markers. My son uses markers on this, and he just has a blast, and he's learning to trace his numbers and letters. This is a Melissa and Doug ABCs puzzle, and we use this a lot to teach my son his alphabet and the phonics. along with the number one, and the little pieces are obviously the numbers. I have the pieces in the bags down there. And then this one is a really great one for the fish colors. This is a great one for just matching all of the colors, and this was a great way for him to learn his colors. We use this a lot. Now I think you can go on Amazon and they have like a 3-pack, I think. And then we also have shapes. We have several of them, but I will show those to you guys in a separate video so it doesn't get too lengthy. Now I could probably go on and share more resources with you guys, but I'm going to wait until next week's video that's coming out, which is our homeschool preschool resource ideas. So stay tuned for that. I will share everything that I'll be using for my son, and so you'll get more of a glimpse of like some of the activities you could do with your kids to teach them those basic concepts. The third question is, do you use preschool curriculum for your preschooler? We'll be getting a curriculum together for my son as far as like the workbooks and things that I want him learning this year. So I will be doing a video for you guys for his preschool curriculum choices for 2018 and 2019. And I usually just piece together some stuff for him because the reason why I don't have like a boxed curriculum for him is that we've already done that with my daughter for her preschool year, and for her kindergarten year we had Bookshark, and then we also had Heart of Dakota the year previous to that, and I will link all of those unboxings and curriculum like choices videos down below so you can check out those companies. But this year I put together our first grade curriculum for my daughter, and I pieced together a lot of things that I wanted them to learn this year. If you want to see my first grade curriculum video, I will link that down below as well. But for him, I will be sharing that with you guys in a later video. But yes, I would call it like a curriculum that I'm putting together for him, but it's not like officially like a boxed curriculum that I ordered specifically from like Timberdoodle or another company online. I just went and got a bunch of different things and put it together myself. Number 4 is, what are your favorite homeschool websites to use for your preschooler? One of my favorites is 123 Homeschool for me, and I have always been using her website. It is really helpful for a mom that is teaching a preschooler or a first grader. She has a lot of great resources on there. There's a lot of tracing, a lot of cutouts, things that you can laminate, and they're absolutely free. Question number 5 is, do you take your preschoolers to any community weekly activity? And yes, we do. We always take advantage of our local library. They do a lot of fun things on a weekly basis. They do story time, and then it gives him a little chance to socialize with his little buddies, and then I get to talk to some moms that I meet. So it's a really nice opportunity to take him to that. And then he just recently did a basketball class for like 11 or 12 weeks, and he enjoyed it so much that he talks about it nonstop. He wants to do it in the fall as well. Question number 6 is, how long do you teach your preschooler? Well, the fact that my son has a older sister, we tend to do more school than a typical preschooler would do because he's really involved and he tags along with all of the activities that we do. So what I would do in the past for my daughter, I might have done 15 to 25 minutes a day, or sometimes we might have worked on things for an hour. Since he's the younger one and he has an older sister that's homeschooling, he tags along with everything that we do, and all of our like core subjects that we teach or that we do and the books that we read, he's involved with. So I would say morning time all the way up until like lunchtime. Question number 7 is, what are your kids' favorite educational TV shows? The ones that they enjoy are Octonauts. They talk all about under the water, sea creatures, the ocean. It's really educational. Wildcrats is another one that talks about animals, and they learned so much from it. They always talk to me about the things that they're learning and how it connects to some of the things that we're learning in our homeschool, and it really amazes me how much stuff they know about animals. Also, like Bubble Guppies, that's a cute little show for preschoolers. They teach you a lot about different ways, different things like Egypt, and they have different topics about feelings, or they'll talk about bones. So Bubble Guppies is always a cute little one. I like Umizoomi. We watch that once in a while for math, and they teach a lot of basic concepts for preschoolers. I also like Leapfrog for phonics, and I can't say enough about that. That has helped their foundation of their phonics. That show's really helped out a lot. And then I like shows that are old school that I grew up watching when I was a kid, like Sharon, Lewis and Bram and Dress Up and Raffi. Those are great ones to go on YouTube and check them out, and they always love watching those shows as well. Number 8 is, how do you occupy your little one while you're teaching your older ones in homeschool? Well, I only have 2 kids, so it's not as hard as the families that have a lot. But if you are a large family, there's a lot of YouTubers that are sharing their questions on this one. I have a video actually that Deanna from Taming the Frizz and I did last year, so I will link that up above, where I go in full detail of how I occupy my toddler while I was homeschooling. A lot of Melissa and Doug activities, a lot of stickers, a lot of fun things that I prepped the night before or that I have out in the morning, things that are hands-on, open-ended, that are using his fine motor skills, any activities and puzzles, and things that I know that he's interested in, I will have out so that my daughter and I could focus on maybe something that's a little bit harder for him to understand. And so that's what I usually do. Like I said, I will link that video up above so you guys can hear more of in detail of what I specifically do, and I share a lot of activities. Question number 9 is, what is your favorite educational toy to teach with? Now, we have lots of educational toys, and at the beginning of the video I would say the Melissa and Doug puzzles and things that they make that are for their fine motor skills. Those are great educational items to have for your toddlers and for your preschoolers that I still will probably say are my favorite to this day. I wanted to tag a few of my friends at the end of this video so I can go ahead and check out their answers to these questions. Julie from A Beautiful Horizon, another Julie from Mama to 4, and Mandi from Sweetly Home Mandi, and last but not least, Falon from Moss Family TV. This is my preschooler, and he will be doing preschool in the fall, right? Are you excited? Do you like learning?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Thank you so much for watching.
We'll see you guys in our next video.
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much for watching the videos. Go ahead and check out all of their videos, and we'll see you guys. You can't yawn and you can't do that. I want to go ahead and tag a few friends of mine because I would love to see or hear their
Everything is awesome. Everything is awesome.